What is up, all my dorks, nerds, geeks, and gamers? It's your host Ghost. It's your host Ghost here, and I'm joined with.
9143.
I thought I messed that up for a second, but I didn't, so it's all good. So we are right outside the movie theater, and we're about to go see the Eternals. You're watching a brand new episode of Masters of Marvel, where once again we're going to give our predictions on the movie and run with it and see if we're actually right or wrong. We'll be back to give our opinions after the movie's done to see if we were or not. So starting off, I think I did Venom first last week, didn't I? So do you want to go first?
Oh yeah, I want to go first.
All right, go for it, Nike.
I don't care if anyone makes fun of it. I'm running away. Mutants are going to be somehow an Easter egg, because they're going to be tied to the Eternals, because just how all the Eternals are. I feel like they all represent like a different power that people would like. You know, there's going to be. I'm sorry, I don't know the technical names, but I know one's going to have speed. Then there's one that has some sort of like sorcery powers, you know. Then there's the one guy who, you know, is like Superman.
Yep, this all-powerful, basically.
And then we got Athena, you know, Angelina Jolie.
And she's kind of the strategist, kind of.
Yeah, like the war. So they all like kind of represent a different. They're like Avengers, but at a different level.
At a god level, yeah.
So I'm excited. I think that's how they're gonna integrate mutants, or they're gonna start teasing it.
Teasing the mutants?
Like, I'm not going to say they're like just mutants now, but like the Eternals are going to tie into it later on. That's what I think.
That's a
and
good
then
prediction.
I'm kind of hoping they go the route in the comics where Thanos is going to be tied in somehow, where he's either going to be a Celestial with a deviant, you know, gene, or he has a son. They're going to introduce his son now, and one of the Celestials is going to end up being his mother.
Sounds like a good plan to me.
Those are my two. Like I'm kind of.
All right, mutants and Thanos lineage in the movie somehow, some way. All right, here's mine, guys. I got 3 major predictions. The first one is the Black Knight is in the movie. We know he is in the movie for sure. I do believe his blade will have some connection to the Sony Spider-Verse, with the whole connection of Tom Hardy being brought into the MCU, and us knowing they're going to go with that Zol kind of storyline with him talking about the millions of years last time. So if you guys haven't watched that Venom, Let There Be Carnage movie minute, or Masters of Marvel, check it out above, or the movie minute if you want to see the review. Check that one out as well. But yeah, I think the Black Knight will have the blade that has some sort of symbiote feature to it. So that's number 1. Number 2 is, I'm hoping at least, I don't know if we will or not, I do want to see one of my favorite characters, other than, I know his name's not Star-Lord, but Star Fox is another huge character I loved in the Eternals. I didn't know much about the Eternals, but Star Fox was one of the only characters I did know, and he is the brother of Thanos. He's basically the god of love. He's like the Aphrodite, but male form. So I'd love to see him in the movie somehow. And Pip. If Pip is in the movie, he was an Adam Warlock, Squire kind of character. He had pointy elf ears. He was a centaur kind of creature. I would love to see Marvel start bringing these fantasy elements into their world, these fantasy characters, because that's kind of the thing about the galactic side and the fantasy side. They're basically the same thing, because you get far enough in the galaxy, everything starts to blend into fantasy.
Yeah, and we've already seen it with the Asgard. I mean, that's
exactly. So yeah, those are my 3 major prediction, guys. Other than that, I think it's going to be a fantastic movie. We'll give our thoughts on it when we come out, a little bit of what we thought about it, and if our predictions are correct at all or not. So we're going to hop right in. We're going to see the movie, and we'll let you know, guys. See you in a few.
See.
What is up, guys? We just finished the movie. A little quick thoughts. I do got to say, it's not a bad movie. It's not as bad as the critics, I think, are giving the scores. It's getting really, really bad reviews. Sorry, I'm shivering. It's a little cold outside. Right now it's 39 degrees. We just got out to the car. So our predictions, though, problem is I don't want to spoil them. That's the other issue, is if we are right, I don't really want to spoil them. But we were right about, I'll say I was right about 2 things at least, and the other one not so right.
I wasn't.
So yeah, that's the other thing. No mention of X-Men. No. What was the other thing you mentioned?
Yeah, none of it happened.
Yeah, but I mean, it still kind of was there, because the Eternals do have the DNA of. You can basically see every character that we've seen in the MCU in these Eternals characters. So you kind of see where they got their start, and how it bleeds into the MCU going forward, and how it kind of built the universe we're in now. I do got to say, you do see some Celestials in this movie. They are amazing. They're awesome. Cool stuff. Cool battle action scenes I enjoyed. And the team I thought was pretty good for being a brand new team. You actually do enjoy most of the characters for most
They
of the movie.
gelled really good together, like on screen. Like you'd think they've been doing a few movies together, like as a team. Like they did really well.
They did. They played off each other really, really well. And then it's an all-star cast. You got Angelina Jolie, who kills this movie. Everybody killed their role in the character they were representing and portraying. At least I thought. The post-credit scenes were good. Were they, amazing? Probably not. You have to be a really, really strong comic book fan to really recognize some of these things in this post-credit scenes. But I was right about one of them, so I won't tell you which one. But if you're watching and paying attention, you'll know. But yeah, that's our initial thoughts on it, guys. It's a pretty good Marvel movie. Not the best in my opinion, but I enjoyed it. It was still good enough. So if you guys want to go check it out, I don't think it's a waste of your money at all. By no stretch of the imagination. I've seen worse movies, with Venom 2 actually being one of them just last time we did this. So yeah, that's my opinions, guys. You got anything else you want to add?
Well,
Stay tuned for my Dorks In Movie Minute episode on the Eternals, where I will be doing a deep dive review and talking about what I didn't and did like, and while spoiling everything for you guys like I always do in those videos. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And as always, guys, keep it right here on Dorks In. I've been your host, Ghost, joined with...
thank you.
Adios, guys.
See ya.